Hey folks, well last night was the top 10 on American Idol singing music from Motown. It wasn't my favorite choice of themes, but what can you do? They were mentored by Smokey Robinson. That's one happy man, that Smokey Robinson, isn't he? He's always smiling and happy. You can't possibly be in a bad mood around Smokey Robinson. Not very good at giving advice though, besides, don't change a thing, do it just like that. What did y'all think about that ugly, hideous dress Paula Abdul was wearing? That is probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen her wear on that show, and that's saying a lot. She thinks she's a freaking ballerina. Paula, you're pushing 50. Quit dressing like a 3-year-old. Ryan Seacrest said that everyone is over the flu, but no one is over the shocking elimination of Alexis Grace. Where was the big shock? I saw it coming a mile away. Okay, well, maybe only a half a mile. The first person out was Matt Giraud. He sang, "Let's Get It On." Smokey Robinson said that Matt did more than justice to it. I liked it pretty good, but I thought he sounded better during rehearsals when it was just him and Smokey. I was afraid he was going to split those pants, though. Those pants were so tight. I'll be surprised if he's ever able to have children. Cara Diaguardi loved it, though. She said a lot of girls were like, "Ooh, yeah, let's get it on." Well, we know she was. She likes seeing what he's got going on down there. Every time I hear that song, though, it takes me back to season 6, and probably the creepiest moment ever on the show when Jared Cotter dedicated that song to his mom and dad. Wasn't that strange? Next was Kris Allen. He sang, "How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You." Smokey Robinson said, "Ha ha ha ha." Well, I can't do it like he did. He's got the high-pitched voice. I can't really do that. But he was laughing in a good way. It was really good. I'm not crazy about that song, but my little Kris made it sound good. So that was good. That made me happy. Cara said, "You did everything right." Paula said, "You're growing and growing every week." Really, Paula? It looks the same size to me. And unless you're seeing something that I'm not. Simon said it was good, but it looked like he could be standing at a bus stop. And he wants Kris to become more conceited. Well, I don't agree with that. Randy Jackson said, "It's all good right now, baby." Next was Scott Macintyre and the Supremes singing "You Can't Hurry Love." Well, I guess Scott dressed himself last night. That was awful of me. And that was awful of them letting him come out there in them ugly pink pants. Ryan Seacrest said, "How did you know they were pink?" Well, I guess somebody told him. Scott basically said in not so many words, "Screw you, Paula. I'm not ever getting up from my piano again." I thought it was another stupid song choice by Scott Macintyre and another bland performance. Paula loved it. Simon hated it. Randy Jackson said, "I don't agree with Simon often," and Paula said, "Yay!" But he was agreeing with him this time. Cara liked it because it showed a different side of him. It sounded almost exactly like the same thing he's been saying the last few weeks. Paula told Simon she had something for him, and she went under the table. I thought, what is she going to do down there? I thought she had completely lost her mind. She came back up with crayons and a coloring book. When they came back from a commercial break, though, Ryan Seacrest asked Paula what else she had under that table, and she said, "It's under my skirt." I can't believe she said that. And after a few seconds, I think she realized what she said, and she got that "oh my God" look on her face. And Ryan Seacrest turned red. Simon had to put his hand over Paula's mouth. You know, I think Paula needs a permanent hand over her mouth on that show because they're going to start putting it on one of those 5-second delays, just because you never know what Paula's going to say. But you know, alcohol and drugs will do that to you, where people, let me stop. Sorry, Paula. No, I'm not. Next was Megan Joy, or Megan Corkery, or whatever the hell her name is this week. She sang "For Once in My Life." I predicted she was going to be singing "You Are the Sunshine of My Life," so I was wrong. But it was a Stevie Wonder song, right? Smokey Robinson said she's certainly different. I think he was just trying to find something nice to say about her, but he told her not to change anything. That was bad advice, Smokey. She looked like a hot mess with her big wooden necklace. I thought that was horrible, and she sounded even worse than she looked. It was quite possibly the worst performance by anybody of the season so far. Randy said it was a train wreck. Cara broke out into a song, was singing "My Guy." I bet the producers ripped her a new asshole after they went off to commercial break. You're not supposed to sing songs, Cara. You are a judge, not a contestant. Paula said, "Your stunning beauty takes my breath away." Give me a break, Paula Abdul. Simon said, "You could be in serious trouble." And Megan said, "I had a good time." Uh-oh, that's the wrong thing to say. Next was Anoop Desai. He sang, "Ooh, baby, baby." Smokey said, "Don't change a thing." Of course, he said that to everyone, even to Megan. I thought it was good. He sang it really good, but I thought it was slow and boring. It almost put me to sleep. I think Anoop was playing it safe. What happened to the My Prerogative, Anoop Brown dog that everybody liked at the beginning? I think he's going down the wrong path. But he's going to be safe this week. Next was Michael Sarver. He sang "Ain't Too Proud to Beg," and he's not. He said he's been sick for the past week. Well, hey, it worked for Megan Joy, Megan Corkery, whatever her name is. But he's better now. He said he's going to church it up. Smokey Robinson finally gave some advice. Basically said Michael was being too wimpy with the song. I wanted to see Michael just say, let's see you get up on an old rig. They haven't mentioned his job in a while, have they? Michael's performance was a hot mess from the beginning to the end. Even Paula Abdul couldn't find anything nice to say about it, and she got a big fat boo from the audience. Simon said he has no chance of winning. Well then, Simon, why did you put him in the top 36? I don't think they've expected him to make it as far as he has, and he's not going to last too much longer. Ryan asked Michael if he could take their advice and turn it into being there for a few more weeks. So Ryan Seacrest basically said, well, the best you can hope for is a few more weeks, but you're not going to win. And he knows he's not. Next was Lil Rounds. She sang Heatwave. Lil was emotional for Motown week. Well, boo-hoo. She said she wants to make Martha and Diana Ross and Aretha Franklin proud. I thought she looked good. I liked the dress she was wearing. It was, well, I don't know if I liked it or I hated it. And I don't know if I liked or hated her hair. But at least it was something different for Lil Rounds. It was a little bit, little bit shouty for me. Smokey said that she could sing the phone book. Don't you start with that crap, Smokey Robinson. Randy said it was a little bit torture. What? Randy said that about Lil Rounds? Cara Diaguardi said, you're the diva that people were waiting to see nail it this week, and I don't think you nailed it. Just say what you meant, Cara Diaguardi. You're the black girl, and we thought you were going to do good for Motown week. Don't dress it up. Why do they always call... If a black girl can sing, why is she called a diva? Always. Simon said the song didn't give her a moment, and out of nowhere, Paula Abdul said, you could run for president. Where did that come from? Then Lil Rounds said, Obama! Well, that was a surprise. I always expected Lil Rounds to be a McCain girl myself. Yeah, right. Next was Adam Lambert. Oh my God, he looked adorable in that little suit, didn't he? Well, it was a big suit. I thought it was a little bit too big on him, but he looked adorable in it. Smokey Robinson said that he had never heard his song sang like that. I thought it was good. Smokey Robinson gave him a standing ovation, although I wasn't as happy about it as I didn't like it as much as his performance from last week, but it was still really good. Cara said that she doesn't stand up a lot, but she's got to stand up for that. Paula stood up too, but she always does that. Cara said, I've got 6 words for you. One of the best performances of the night. That's 8 words, you big dummy. Learn to count. Simon said it was the best of the night, and Randy said it was unbelievably hot. Next was Danny Gokey. He sang Get Ready. Smokey gave him some pretty good advice. Danny said, yeah, I trust Smokey Robinson. He's been around for a while. And then he took his advice and tossed it to the wayside. I thought Danny's performance was just okay. It was a little bit churchy. His performances are getting to where it feels like you're in church. And, well, I know he sang at a church, but he's on American Idol now, not in church. All the judges liked it, except for Simon. And last of the night was Allison Iraheta. She sang Papa Was a Rolling Stone, and that's the only song prediction that I got right this week. I think it was really the best I've seen of Allison so far. I don't know if she forgot the words, though, in the middle of the song, or if she was just mumbling through it, or if she meant to sound like that, and she was scatting or something, or if she was just singing the words and I just didn't understand a damn thing she said. But it still sounded good. Either way, Randy Jackson said, you might be 16, but you're one of the dopiest... You're one of the dopest... I need to read my notes better. You're one of the dopest singers this season. Dopiest. That was funny. Kara's reaction was silly, though. I was embarrassed for Cara Diaguardi because that was just over-the-top reaction. She said, you sound like you've been singing for 400 years. Well, if somebody sang for 400 years, I don't think they're going to sound good afterward. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard a person in their 90s that can sing really good. 400 years? Then Cara said, that is from God. It was okay, Cara, but it wasn't that good. After that, Simon took out his crayons and drew a big old mustache on Paula Abdul. That was the highlight of my night. I loved seeing Paula Abdul sit there with a mustache drawn on her face trying to give compliments to Allison. That was hilarious. Tomorrow we're going to have duet from Smokey Robinson and Joss Stone, Ruben Studdard, and Stevie Wonder. And I think, who's going home? Well, we already know who the bottom 3 is going to be. I don't think there's any doubt in anybody's mind that the bottom 3 is going to be Michael Sarver, Megan Joy, or whatever her name is this week, and Scott Macintyre. Now, I'm hoping that Scott Macintyre goes home because I just don't like him. I don't think he's a good singer. I don't like the way he sounds. But I think it might be Megan. Because she said, I had a good time. And you know what that always means. It's always the famous last words. But it might be Michael. I'm hoping for Scott, though. Anyways, I'll see you folks tomorrow.